Start with you, Kathy.
Oh boy.
Explain what you got.
Okay, well, the excitement is that I usually don't get to go first. So we have a retail purchase agreement here from Hayes Ford for the F600 Ford to 2023. And it is, the quote is $70,322. That's the amount to be financed. It does not include the trade-in. So I'm not really sure how that is going to work. They said they need a check before they'll go to the next step with the body.
So that's without the trade-in?
That's without the trade-in. This is gonna happen a lot. So when I talked to Morris, he said we just need to make sure we have a check. And the trade-in is gonna be a different story because they need it before they can move forward, and somebody else will take it if we don't get the check.
Right. So,
So this is
what do they
the,
want to check for?
so there you
Boss.
are. Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
So I did come in with some numbers for our equipment fund. The small truck equipment fund balance right now is $38,134. Just talking about the
These are
truck.
working, they come sit up here.
We're talking about.
I'm not important enough to get up
Oh,
there.
right. Get in, sir. All right, so the equipment CD is $262,209. It's up to you, but I think if we do 30,000 out of the small truck and then 4322 out of the other, we still have a pretty good balance. The equipment CD would be $221,880.
Where does the trade-in end up?
So the trade-in,
Trade-in on the Ford
yeah.
is around, it changes day by day because we're still using it.
Right.
Last time I talked to them, we were around 40,000. So I haven't seen paperwork. I brought it, you guys are more prepared than I.
323.
They can't give me a set price until the day because Viking is so far out. So like, I don't know, maybe January at best.
So, are we selling or trading in?
We're gonna trade it in, but it's up to you guys. If you wanna sell it, however you can, you can get more money for it. So it's up to you.
Are they gonna, the question is, so they get the check and they're gonna cash it, this 70, however much.
Right, they want to check 70,000.
They want this check.
Right,
Yes.
but then we gotta take 40 off it for our trade-in, so.
But they don't want us to do that right now.
You can't do it.
Right.
You're just gonna trade
Right.
the truck.
Right. So, but
Why don't we just buy the truck and we'll sell it out and we'll done with it, doesn't
Sure.
that make more sense?
They get one down our shoulder, that's got the parking lot down there too.
Yeah, they had a hard time getting rid of it.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm
It's
thinking.
on them. I think, take the best price from these guys when the time comes.
Trade it in and see what they get. Well, that's the only option we have, because we're gonna keep driving it.
right.
If the other truck is
Yeah,
sitting
no,
in the
we
yard.
don't have any
yeah.
other options.
So,
Yeah.
so it's just a matter of,
How
we
much
start
start
work today.
Yeah.
So the big question is, do you want a balance of $8,135 in a small checking account? Is that okay with you? It seems like that's the account that we usually use for this kind of purchase, the small checking, the small truck. And right now it's $38,000.
So we don't leave that zero because.
No, because then you have to, disaster. So you could do 35 and leave some money in there, but.
I would do what you said first.
It's a gamble.
So then I would need, in order to make the purchase,
I can go out to my truck. I have a quote from Viking too. I don't know if you have the quote that I sent a while ago.
the one that I just gave to them.
So it only varies a little bit because I had to change the length of the body for the truck. So we had to go from 9 to 10 foot, which only changed the price like between $9 and $1,200. But it's the only option I had because we couldn't get rid of fuel tank.
So you want a motion, let's use
Yeah, so
35 out of the small truck fund?
If you did 35, that would leave a balance of, well, if you did 30, it would be $8,000 and 130.
There's no point in financing.
No, there's no
Let's use
no
that.
need for funds. But then we also have $262,000 in the equipment CD. So my suggestion was that you take 30,000 out of the equipment small truck and 40,322 out of the equipment CD to pay for the total amount of this purchase.
That leaves some money left in that small truck account.
It leaves about
Well,
$8,135.
if I may, it's taken us a year to get this set up, which is a long time for us, even for that, it's been crazy since COVID.
Yeah.
So the 2016 is up for the next trade-in, so we have to start that now.
Which we.
For the 550?
No,
Oh, the-
my truck.
Yeah,
Right, we've
which
already,
we've already started.
we've
Oh, you
already
did?
started that a while
Yeah.
ago, months, like what,
So
5
you
months
already
ago,
approved
6
that?
months ago.
Okay,
Yeah, we have a slot in the door at least, so it's in there.
perfect. So you talked to Sandy then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've signed something and then they actually he gave us a caveat, so if the budget doesn't pass, then we can remove our interest, but that,
And after that, we're looking at like 4 years. It should have been 5, but it was so belated with COVID, where we don't have a truck coming in. That's the time where we gotta trade like
We're
loader
looking-
or
Yeah.
grader, just down the road, something to
Yeah.
think about.
Yeah.
So we got a couple of motions, we got first motion, you wanna make a motion on that, to get a check?
yeah, the motion would be to execute approve the town administrator to execute the purchase agreement for the 2023 Ford F600, paying $70,322 to Hayes Ford, out of which $30,000 should come from the small truck CD and $40,322 would come from the equipment CD.
I'll make that motion.
All in favor, for a second? Yes.
Okay, Ron made the motion, Dave second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
And the motion is just written already, so don't worry about
Oh, okay.
keeping up with that one. So, there's been just a few things that have come about from the power line situation incident. So first, we haven't received anything from the power company on that one. So at this point, the insurance company knows it happened, but we don't have to file anything unless we receive something to file. My understanding is that the truck wasn't damaged enough to make file for that. So, so when that happened, the generator didn't kick in here, so the power went out in many places in Fairfield, including this building, and our generator didn't come on. So we've had, and so that caused a few things to happen here, including we had to reboot our backup server, and we lost security. So there's this whole process so we don't have a generator
Milton Cat.
preventative maintenance plan. It's been with you guys.
Well, Milton Cat has to do it because it's all, they had a timer, it's supposed to start.
It's supposed to start.
Every week, and I don't think there's been doing it.
No.
I think it was, 2 years ago you had it serviced?
It
was
was
2
talked
years
to
ago.
them.
So they're coming to see what's up this week, but in the meantime, I asked them to send me what their preventative maintenance contract would look like, so that they would just come and clean and make sure it's working and do the maintenance that's required. And for 1 year, the first year, it's $2,169.96. They itemized all of the things that they would do. And they would come up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times during the year.
That's
So the question becomes,
pretty good.
yeah, so the question becomes, do we want, and then they gave us a 3-year contract. So it goes from $2,169 to $2,369 over 3 years. So I just was curious if you all felt like that was a good idea or not. We haven't had one with them. I looked back, we've not had a contract with them since like 2000.
And it's not just the oil changes, it's the electrical system that they have to check, not the, like the
Right.
simple things. It's the timers and all
They check the cooling system, the fuel system, the air intake and exhaust system, the lube oil system, the starting system, the control panel, safety controls, natural gas, operational checks.
I added the battery maintainer off of the power here, because they didn't do it last time, so I'm hoping maybe,
Yeah, because we didn't have a contract to do anything like that.
oh,
So it was just, they just came to fix what was broken
oh,
last
it's
time.
broke.
How many visits? How many?
How many times did they come? It looks like they have 1, 2, 6 over the course of a year.
Is there a remote?
Actually, sorry, it's twice a year, excuse me, it's twice a year, it's 6 altogether for the total amount
Oh,
for
for
the
the
3
3-year
years.
contract.
Yeah,
Okay, that makes more sense, because
Yeah,
that's
so-
the thing. Yeah, so twice a year makes more sense.
yeah.
What about the one at the fire station?
It was just stuck, that's electrical issues on the generator. Tim's on it, he's racking his brain on it. Yeah,
So-
that was from Steve.
We don't have to actually log in, all we have to do in order to start this, if the select board agrees that we should do it, is authorize me to sign it and send it back. There's no money required up front. They're going to invoice us after each visit for the amount that they quoted us.
I'd like to read that. We can make a motion, but I'd like to, I just installed a generator, it's got an automatic, I'm curious to the, mine starts up every other Wednesday for 25 minutes. There's an oil change schedule, you can do a lot of remote, if it's over, you know, there's a lot of stuff that's on the app, so I'm wondering, I'm curious.
And this generator's probably predates.
Well, that's what I'm curious, I'm just curious what, maybe there's a way to update so we could have a better diagnostic or.
Yeah, this is an old cat engine.
So you've got them scheduled to come up and work on
To
it.
do the fix, so it'll be fixed,
Want a
but,
motion?
well, I mean, this is a discussion for you guys, do you want to have a
I
preventative maintenance?
think we, you know, in light of that, I think we should, what do you think? I mean, I think we should get a contract. You got computers, yeah. I
And-
mean, I make a motion, we sign a contract, get the thing on, get a preventative maintenance schedule going, and, you know, see if there's a way we can update that going forward, but.
There's not a lot of ways around it, because we don't have the electrical abilities to do it right here, so.
Right.
I'll second that.
Any more discussion? All those in favor?
Alright.
All those opposed?
So the only other thing about that day, which nobody really wants to talk about this one because it's kind of frustrating, but we had a situation, I emailed you guys. There's a person, it was before the incident, it was a person who had a windshield complaint. And I just wanted to make sure that we are in agreement about how to move forward with this. The complaint is that there was a stone that hit.
What's our what's our?
What I understand is that if there was no witness, what we've been doing, if there's ever something like this, we require some kind of a conversation, a witness that's also involved. However, there is none, but there are pictures that suggest something that
What's the insurance company say? Or we haven't?
I haven't talked to the insurance.
I think that would be the best battle.
Yeah, I don't.
Send it to them. They're gonna
There's,
figure it
there's
Just give it
stones all over the road. We're not gonna discuss too much of this in open if
Right, I
it's an
agree.
income thing, but I don't.
The question, if you look at that document, there's one thing that I wanted the select board to really understand based on the conversations that I've had with this gentleman. For him, it's not as much about the windshield as it is about the stones.
Yeah, no, that's.
but he's blaming it on Terrible.
He has a concern about the untarped.
But as a municipality, I don't think we're required to add it at this point.
So what is the request, or what is the?
So my request is for you to tell me, would you like me to bring this to our insurance company? Would you like me to contact this gentleman and tell
Let's
him
go,
that we're not?
let's contact the LCT
Okay,
and see what kind of precedent there is, or what their suggestion is. This is a,
okay.
this,
Yeah, I turned it into a can.
no.
Yeah.
He just-
Set it precedent. Contact the LCT and ask
I
if
don't
there's
send it to
something.
the insurance company, and let it go. But that matched it.
Okay. So those are the only things that are roads related for me at this point. If you guys have something else legal.
You guys probably been up a couple hours, you ready to? You guys probably been up all night.
No, actually, I didn't get invited to the salt party.
No.
There's my big work right there.
I thought you said that we were gonna keep them here on. You're on for the next 3 hours.
This is the Viking, the last Viking. Cool. Still on it. This is the difference in the body.
Yeah, just because of
But
the
it
change.
changed. It's just a full on here, but I had to do it to make it work on the show.
Fuel tanks that stick up their rails, just enough.
A lot of towns are putting like a fuel tank in between the cab and the body, just to make up, because they can't cut the frame because the fuel tank's there.
Yeah.
So they get this much space between the cab and the body, it's stupid, so they
Right,
just put like toolboxes or whatever in there. So I just got a longer body, and it's still gonna be a way, but not. But he said you gotta be careful because it's that much bigger, so if you load it right up.
Yeah, you don't, you don't.
But the truck is good for another ton and a half more than the 5 machine had, so.
That'll make a difference tonight, or have a little bit of salt if you don't have to go back to the last minute.
Yeah. Well, we didn't have to wait.
So were you just here from the 150?
Yeah, I was just here. I was here for the park.
I don't want to keep you all night if you
No
got.
cookies.
No cookies.
There's no
She
cookies?
left us up and, she was planning on coming and no, we have no cookies.
Well, in Doyer, I didn't know where everybody was standing.
No, I didn't know.
All I see on the cars, I'm like, oh boy, I picked it up either.
I see it said zoning downstairs. Ooh.
Yeah. So, did you have anything going on? You know, did you-
No, I just moved through.
It's a good thing you came through, because the roads got bad
I
there.
see the paper Don, so I figured he must have had it.
So, Morris, the budget meeting is scheduled for Wednesday.
This one?
This Wednesday not this one, next
Oh,
Wednesday.
good.
Not this Wednesday, next Wednesday. And the party, the Christmas party is scheduled for, or the quick Christmas lunch is scheduled for noon that day.
I'm skiing that day.
Ah,
All right.
I'll get you some leftovers.
Always your share.
The kids will like it.
I'm a ski day in my life.
They'll get a kick out of it.
I'll sit down at that.
Probably be the best ski day ever.
Where'd you guys ski down here?
Everything's going well, other than back roads being a little soft and plowed.
Yeah.
Seems to happen every year.
This year's a little worse, I think, though, it's been so wet.
Yeah, I think faster and yeah.
It doesn't freeze
They
then.
get pretty rough, yeah.
Can't put your blade down.
Hopefully when it gets here, I'm having winter. It's 20 degrees and 3 inches of snow and it goes to the side. This time here, we
This
only
in between stuff.
Yeah.
Making that.
I'm still proud of you guys when it comes to salting and snow. Even though we haven't had much of a salt thing this year, you guys are on it and it's good.
Tonight I went to Sheldon, came here, went to Sheldon, came back. It's like about something for the kids. As soon as you get past the line, it's
Totally
like,
different.
oof.
And my son's girlfriend went off the road in Sheldon just last week, and it was a big deal. I mean, so,
I was talking to a friend, said bus a poster for the pad, right? So super good. Spots.
yeah.
The other-
Well, you're only 100 miles between
not, I don't know what's going on, so.
Project's pretty well tied up. For the year.
Waiting for a couple more invoices for the road that we just.
Did you ever get a bill from Dollar?
I think we did.
Yeah.
I think it's in the same.
There's nothing been very,
It was like $100.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
3 years.
It's
Yeah.
really not worth.
I was only there for an hour.
God, I can't even, I don't remember what they said, but it kind of sounded like they bent something back. Like, you know,
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. No, that went really well.
You guys can say anything, yeah. Well, looks like you're ready for that.
Sounds like we're getting kicked out.
Yeah.
No.
1 o'clock to now.
Is it my dealer?
What's that?
Is it my dealer?
No, it's mine.
Black there up. Thank you, guys.
Have a good night.
Thank you. Good night.
So, Common School. The update there is that Julie has been working with Greta from Northwest Regional Planning to do a proposed agenda. And she wanted to know if you had any suggestions. It seems like a good agenda to me. She also was wondering if anybody from the select board wants to attend the meeting, which she thought she would have us set as a time today, but she didn't. And the fourth bullet in the third section was good, I thought.
Yeah, I was losing it until I got there.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think you wanna get into housing.
I know.
I'm there. They want to do a meeting at 3 o'clock and get public input, that's
I know.
spot
Well,
on.
they're trying to,
Great.
figure out the time.
So we're ready for this guy.
This week. Friday.
What's that?
Friday.
But she hasn't said it, it's not set yet, so I can get in touch with you guys tomorrow. She thinks she'll have it by tomorrow.
What's your reason for, is housing a viable option? Why do you just reject that?
So we're in the school area.
How do we handle housing to people?
Yeah, like, well, if I could snap your finger, we certainly could use senior housing, but, okay, I don't have any input for that agenda.
Okay.
Do you?
I mean, if they want to get a group of people together to talk about it, I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you had a company come in. or-
And then she'll have a report out for you guys.
Yeah, regional planning this Monday, what's today? Today's Monday, so last Wednesday, regional planning, the Highgate planner was telling us about how Cathedral Square came up and did you hear about that?
No, but.
They're working on a senior housing proposal so that people don't have to move out of town. 1 bedroom, affordable, kind of up to date. And
They know what they're doing.
yeah, Cathedral Square, I mean, they do house.
Experience.
Yeah. That'd be an interesting thing, get a brief on that.
I apologize. So I told Mark that I would, Mark at Hayesford, that I'd be down this week, so
Right,
we're
the check
good
would
on
be-
this.
Yeah, the check will be printed in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah, or later tonight, but I don't know.
Okay, because he's got it ready for us with temporary lights and all that.
Yeah, so I can absolutely have a check for
And I
you.
gotta bring those back to him. So I was thinking too, because we're gonna store this thing for a while, while we have it waiting to go to the body shop, should I go and get it stickered
Yes.
Yes.
and get it done?
If we gotta wait for when is Viking having an opening,
Like I said, first of the year at best,
so.
so maybe February,
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be a while. So.
Yeah,
Get
we
your
should
decals,
add it.
Get as much done as I
Yeah,
can.
yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, James.
Okay,
So
so,
just keep us posted on that.
let's see, Northwest Fireworks, they sent their annual report, so if you wanna look at it, it's in the binder. They have not made much movement on the, so what they have been doing, I'll tell you what they have been doing. They've been working on a contract with, a resident tenant so that they can do the first part of their construction. So that is a whole process with legalese and documents. And so they have been doing that. Other things that we've discussed with them, they haven't really made a lot of movement on. So that's the update there. If you want to do any more conversation, we could probably do that later. The insurance update that I have for you is that Hub is compiling information required for passive. They need to provide 5 years of currently valued hard copy property and casualty loss reports, blah, 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 blah. And in order for passive to provide an accurate report. And then passive is also, Hub is also creating their own proposal for us for the next year. And either way, the insurance would begin February 1st, and passive would prorate for that first month because they usually start on January 1st. So we're making strides. We'll be in a good place, hopefully by the next meeting. So. It would be really nice to have numbers for our budget. That's what I've been hoping for.
Yeah, keep offering.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been connecting with them like as much as I can.
Yep.
The warrants that are on the table right now, we have an AP for November 27th and 2 payrolls. One was the 20th and one was the 4th. So we just want to make sure that you know that there are 3. And the only other things I wanted to say were, one, the PUC intervention filing went fine, and I found out that any public comments for objections over the wind project are due by this Friday. So people have those, they can upload those to the PUC website. And I also uploaded all of the letters that the select board has received on the matter to their website. Did you have any other updates on PUC?
Regional planning is gonna be an intervener. They voted unanimously, and they voted to support the town and oppose the project. Public Service Department is gonna hire an independent aesthetics, I think, I'm not sure, but that's, no, I have nothing else.
No, that's it. And I have some information regarding real estate, if we wanted to discuss that. And I wanted to let you know that we could also go into executive session to discuss personnel for the zoning administrator, if you have any questions at this point. Or we can make a motion to hire.
I haven't been involved, so.
I've seen it, I don't see a problem with
Okay, so the motion would be to hire Dorsey Lynn Cole at $25 an hour.
it. And Melissa was in agreement.
Yeah, Melissa's in agreement, check
I think
references.
we hire.
we would do that with three of us. I haven't even met the woman yet, so.
It's a man.
I don't, sorry.
Well, I'm kind of
Yes.
what's going on, Melissa.
We interviewed him extensively.
Yeah.
He's
I
very-
just, I don't know,
Yeah, no,
I
he's
don't
a
know
very-
where the other two are at,
Yeah,
so.
yeah,
I don't
they
know.
were, you know, so, we had some discussion about terms, and there's been an agreement reached on the terms that was set by the select board at the last meeting. I think he's an amazing applicant. I'm not sure how long, you know, I don't think he's gonna be here for 20 years. But I think we're very, very lucky to have someone of that experience coming in. And I think there's good chemistry, good experience. He knows what he's getting into, you know, from,
He came in with some questions too. He talked on the phone with Melanie. He had some questions for her. They had a good conversation, and he spent some time with Melissa just discussing how things work here. And
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
after that that he said that he felt comfortable.
Do we have to do it today, or?
It would be good to get somebody in that position.
he's downstairs tonight.
The rest of the select board was at that meeting,
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah,
Okay, I wasn't.
Yeah, no,
there, so I don't wanna be-
I understand I feel very comfortable saying, you know, and based on our extensive conversation last meeting, I think we'd be well served by making a decision tonight.
So,
Ron made a motion.
Motion, you
Dave
seconded it?
Brian seconded.
All those in favor?
Aye.
And the only other thing was executive session regarding real estate, if you'd like to get.
Any other business before we go?
So let's do a motion to approve the November 20th and December 4th payroll and the December 4th warrants.
Accounts payable.
Make a motion.
Yeah, I'll make a motion.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed?
I don't have a report from the town clerk. I don't really have any idea what she,
I talked to her for a minute. She's close to having a delinquent number for us, but there was some of the state electronic
Yeah.
payments that went back and
Yeah.
forth.
we can talk about the budget if you'd like to, but we don't have very many people here, so I'm not really sure that we want to do that.
I make a motion to approve the minutes from November 13th.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? We're good for the 13th to meet.
We are.
It's up there, so we'll do our budget there.
We're in good shape in terms of the budget. Where we are this year is much more comfortable than last year. Last year we ended up with only a $9,000 surplus
Yep.
out of our $2 million budget, which is nerve-wracking. This year we're gonna be in better shape, so that's good. Yeah, I don't really have, other than that, any big notes on the budget at this point.
Anyone else need a review for?
Nope, we're gonna go into executive session. I make a motion, we go into executive session to discuss real estate matter.
Second.
Second.
All those in favor?
No action taken, no.
No action taken. Any other business?
No other business?
Any other business?
Make a motion to adjourn.
So be it. All those in favor?
Aye.
We're going home.
I have yet.